Hello lovely people! The reason why this shelf is completely empty is because today I wanted to rate my Shatter books. It's my most favorite series ever and forever. It's that serious. This is the most perfect thing that's ever happened. I honestly think that every single book is absolutely perfect and altogether it's just a masterpiece. Nothing bad to say. Nothing bad to say about this series. I'm genuinely so deeply in love. This series genuinely and truly changed my life. Not only that the books are amazing, but I was going through the worst time of my life. Truly the worst. I wanted to sort of distract myself and just like find some anchor in it all. And it was on my shelf for such a long time. And then I was looking at my books and I was just like, you know what? I'll read this book because it's pretty short. It looks short, so I'll read it. If it's not gonna go well, this doesn't seem like too overwhelming. Went absolutely insane in the best way. The next week I literally went to the bookstore and I bought the rest of the series. Like I devoured, having so many same and very similar and painful thoughts as Julia did in the first book, and seeing her struggle with herself and with everything going on in her life and the unknown, then watch her sort of find herself, confront the past, find out who she was, and just genuinely gain confidence in her powers and in everything, and on top of that create amazing friendships and even find such a deep love. For my brain at the time, it was absolutely crazy, and it was just so, not only it gave me something to love, and it had truly like sort of awakened my passion for reading again because I was in such a slump. It did just sort of convince me to keep going, and it just gave me, these books gave me so much hope. Oh my god, I will forever be so grateful for this series. Anyways, that got a little deep. From the very beginning. As much as I love all of the books and as much as I truly think that it's perfect, I do have my favorites and I do have my favorite children, and so I thought, why not rate them? Of course, it is only my opinion, okay? From what I've seen like other people talk about, it might be a little unpopular, but that's okay. I have decided to not rate the novellas. I wasn't sure how to be fair about rating novellas with like full-on books. To be perfectly honest, I think that all of these novellas are super important. Well, not important as in like you have to read them, but it gives you so much perspective and it just adds so much depth into different characters and different parts of the story. Aaron's point of view in Destroy Me was so important, and it gave you so much new perspective, and it was amazing. Kenji. Do I even have to say anything? Hello, Kenji. Yes. Yes, Kenji and Nazira. Yes. And then believe me, it was just perfect. Of course, I'm not going to be rating the New Republic books because that they happen 10 years later and they sort of focus on a different, like the future path and everything, but it's also incomplete. So I don't want to rate it when it is incomplete. All I have to say though is that they are absolutely incredible. I just read Release Me recently actually, and I did a whole reading vlog. If you wanted to see that, it's the last video. Enough of the yada yada. Let's get into it. At the very bottom of the mall and on the last place, ta-da! We have Restore Me. Yeah, this book did literally everything but restore me, and I am sure everybody feels the same way. This one is definitely my least favorite. So emotionally draining, There was so much unknown and miscommunication. Of course, you get to find out everything. Everything has its own reason, and it was sort of leading up to the events in the future books. So many painful things happen in this book. I absolutely loved that the story was deepening, and I love the introduction of new characters, new backstories, new past, like everything. But the things that happen in the book are just yeah, it's painful. God, did it stress me out. I still love it, but it is my least favorite child because it was a lot of headaches and heartaches. Of course, not everything. There are so many funny and sort of lovey-dovey moments in the book, but still, it's just out of all the wonderful books, I'm sorry baby girl, I'm sorry. On to 5th place, we have Imagine Me, which is the last final book. It has some mixed opinions, I know that, but I liked it. I truly did. It was unnerving. It was unnerving, terrifying, absolutely terrifying, but also it was so interesting to read about it, and I feel like it added so much. Yeah. No, it was truly so interesting and disturbing to read about, and it was also very emotionally heavy, that's for sure. I think it ended very well. I think it did end very well, and I love it. Of course, I'm so happy that there was a novella afterwards. Not that it was incomplete, no, but I was starving for more and I wanted more, and that was delivered. So yes, I don't really know what to say without spoiling it much. It was definitely a heavy book, both good and bad, mostly the sad, but that's okay. And there is just nothing like fighting for the love of your life, am I right? Anyway, so yeah, so this book is on the 5th place. Now, and hear me out, let me explain, okay? I know this is a very beloved book and probably the most favorite, okay? But on the 4th place, Ignite Me! You have Ignite Me, and I love this book. I love this book with my whole soul, I promise. It's just that I like other books a little more. This book is the 3rd book in the order. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, and it is beautiful inside and out. I love the romance. I love the fighting, I love the change, I love the friendship, I love it. Some of my most favorite moments from the series are there. If you know, you know. I understand why this is fair, because at this point the characters were somehow like led into something and they have already gained the knowledge, and there is amazing romance, so much romance and so much hope and just fighting, so I understand. It's absolutely incredible. I'm so happy that the series has 6 books, and I would gladly read 100 more. But I also feel like even if it was a trilogy and it ended with this book, it would have been absolutely perfect. You just look at the cover and it just gives you that feeling, you know, just like, I'm igniting, I'm blooming. Fear will learn to fear me, and that's exactly what happened. She is so underrated. She is amazing, and I love Juliet. I love Juliet so much. She really owned this book, and also possibly someone else with a very secret tattoo. We are getting to the top 3. We are getting to the top 3 books. On the 3rd place, the one and only and the original. Wow. First Shatter Me book. There is not a single language that could provide me the words to explain how I felt and how I still feel about this book. For some people it may have started a little slow, but I really thought that it was perfect because it felt so much like the character. It felt so real and so just deep. It was amazing. You literally didn't know anything at this point. You truly didn't really know much because of the state that Juliet was in. Of course, if we're talking about the entire series and you would compare the things that happen in Ignite Me and Shatter Me, then like obviously I would choose Ignite Me. I will forever defend Shatter Me though. The whole situation with Aaron and the asylum and just Juliet struggling with her powers, and literally you didn't know anything yet, but it was so captivating and it was just so, it was amazing is all I have to say. Oh my god, I'm looking at my annotation. When I started reading these books, I truly had no idea. I had no spoilers, nothing. Like I literally I was questioning everything because this was like my first experience with like really enemies to lovers. Not just that they didn't like each other at the beginning or something, but like enemies to lovers. And I like could not comprehend it. I was questioning everything. I literally am like, oh my god, what the f***? I swear if they don't become lovers and he's for real a villain, I will seek therapy. I was losing my mind. Oh, I felt so deeply with Juliet and I love her so much, truly. Most favorite character in the book. Now, for the second book is Unravel Me. I know this book has a lot of mixed opinions about it as well. It is everything. It is everything. The slow burn in the book. This book is so important. I do not care. I know It was slow. I know that maybe you preferred a different relationship. I understand that some people already wanted to go or move more forward, especially if they knew the things that are going to happen. It is not overrated. It was not unnecessary. It was so necessary and it was so important for the characters. The slow burn romance, oh my god, it was so gentle and so intimate, and they sort of started connecting on such a personal and deep level and started bonding over just like the smallest things. And I think it was very important how Juliet handled it. It showed how much she cares about other people, okay? If she had just moved on, didn't even think about it, you all would literally tear her into pieces for being selfish and everything. So I think it was perfectly done, that it took a little time, that she really had to think about it. She didn't just abandon something important in her life for something more. Spent so much time in such pain, and see her discover herself, learn about her powers, and just overall gain so much confidence and control in her powers. It was incredible. And I honestly love the whole setting of Omega Point, all of the characters and their powers and traits, and it was just so heartwarming to see her go from being completely alone and in so much pain, suddenly go into a community where she is able to grow. And just Kenji Kenji, listen, Kenji is just hilarious. What can I say? And now, drum rolls! The first place and my most favorite Shatter Me book is Defy Me! Defy Me. I need more words in my vocabulary because all I can say is everything perfect, incredible. I literally devoured this book in less than 24 hours. I remember it so vividly. I picked up the book, I opened it, I sat on my bed and I didn't move. I didn't care if I was starving. I didn't care if I was drowning, if I was exhausted. I drank this book like it was oxygen, okay? I don't even know what happened. Like, it was just... oh my god! Now, of course, as always, not everything was sunshine and lollipops, okay? Like, it added so much depth to every single character, to the past, to the lore, to the relationships. Oh my god! So many strong people in such great relationships fighting for something that was worth the future, and it just, oh! You can see I even have annotations at the top. This book has been loved completely, and it is still loved completely. Seeing Juliet remember and fight. I don't know what more to say when, like, I don't want to spoil anything. I have no words. I truly have no words. It was so human and so powerful. Everything that you didn't know clicked into place. This is just like the explosion, okay? The explosion. And if you know the things that happen in this book, oh my god, I want to cry when I read it. Oh, perfect. It's perfect. Just trust me. This is the one. This is the one. This is the only legacy that I have to give for my children, okay? Oh yes. This is my rating of the Shatter Me books. I am so excited for the third book out of the New Republic series. We are literally getting the third book, Escape Me, in September. September! Hello, that's around the corner. You know, like, that is what I live for right now. It's incredible and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Of course, I read the book some time ago, so if I reread them now, the ranking might change. But maybe that's a thing for the future. This is my ranking for now. Love, love, love. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye!